All right, let's talk about a topic that I know can feel like a bit of a throwback: modesty in fashion. But what if it's not about outdated rules at all? What if it's actually this powerful and, yeah, surprisingly modern way to express yourself? Let's dive in.
So let's just get right to it. When you hear that word modesty, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's probably an old-fashioned rule, right? A restriction. But what if it's something else? Maybe even a kind of hidden power.
You know, the research we're digging into for this completely reframes the whole conversation. It actually describes modesty as a respectful phenomenon within cultures and societies. And that one idea, well, it changes everything. It suggests it's way less about hiding yourself and way more about honoring something bigger.
Okay, so this idea of honoring something bigger, what does that actually look like? Well, it all starts when you begin to see modesty as a kind of shared language within a culture, something that goes way beyond just what you feel like wearing today.
Here's the core of it. Dressing modestly can be a form of nonverbal communication. It's a way to signal, hey, I'm part of this community. I respect our traditions. You're basically participating in this big shared cultural story. It's really about connection, not just about the clothes themselves.
And you can see this in action all over the world. Take Maori culture, for instance. Modesty there isn't just about you as an individual, it's about protecting the honor of your entire family, your whole tribe. Or think about India, where historically it's been a way to keep social harmony and show mutual respect. And now the conversation's about to take a turn that you probably didn't see coming. Let's move beyond culture for a second and ask, what if the way we dress is directly linked to our physical health? To our actual well-being?
And there's this really fascinating cause and effect thing going on here. The source material points out how clothing that's way too tight can cause some genuine health problems. We're talking everything from nerve compression to bad circulation. But on the flip side, clothes that are chosen well, that are supportive, they can actually help our bodies function better and even protect us from getting hurt.
And this isn't just some theory. These are specific, real-deal medical conditions. Ever heard of meralgia paresthetica? It's a nerve issue. And you know what often causes it? Pants or belts that are just too tight. Same thing goes for abdominal pain from restrictive innerwear, or the very real reason doctors tell you to avoid tight clothes when you're pregnant.
So here's the big takeaway. Thinking consciously about how our clothes fit, how they support our bodies, that isn't about restriction. It's actually a really powerful form of self-care. It's choosing your own wellness over just following a trend.
So we've connected modesty to our communities and to our bodies. But there's a third dimension here, and it's a deep one. Modesty as an expression of our inner world, of our faith and our personal values.
See, in a spiritual context, modesty takes on this whole other meaning. It becomes an outward reflection of an inner state of being. It's a very deliberate choice to make your appearance align with your deeply held beliefs about things like dignity and integrity and your place in the universe. And this is not a niche idea by any stretch. The research highlights it as a core, foundational principle in many of the world's biggest faiths. We're talking Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. For millions and millions of people, this is a daily practice of their devotion.
So, after looking at all these different sides of the coin, the cultural, the physical, the spiritual, we finally land at the big, crucial question. How does any of this fit into the world of modern fashion?
I mean, this is the tension, right? This is what so many people feel. Does choosing to dress modestly mean you have to say goodbye to style, to personal expression? Are these two things just fundamentally at war with each other? Well, according to the research, absolutely not. It's a total myth.
In fact, the source argues the complete opposite. It finds that when you let modesty and fashion work together, they can create what it calls a psychological and satisfactory human behavior, which is a fancy way of saying it's about finding a balance that feels truly authentic both on the inside and the outside. It just works.
So when you boil it all down, modesty isn't some simple, single rule. It's a really sophisticated choice. It's a way to take care of your body. It's a choice that lines up with your values. And it's an expression that connects you to your community, all through what you decide to wear.
Which kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We so often think about fashion in terms of how we look to other people. But what if its real power, its true power, is in expressing who we are? Our health, our beliefs, our connections. What if fashion wasn't just about appearance, but about substance? Now that's something to think about.